Zeros in the numerator. Do we have any? No. So that means this thing is never going to cross the x-axis because there's no x-intercept. Vertical asymptotes. They are the zeros of the denominator. So x squared plus 1 equals 0. So x squared equals -1. Can't have that, right? Because you can't take the square root of a negative number, so there aren't any. There are none. No vertical asymptotes. Horizontal asymptote. Look at the degree of the polynomial and the degree of the polynomial. Smaller in the numerator. So our horizontal asymptote is y equals 0. So that makes sense because we said we weren't going to have an x-intercept, right? And we didn't have any vertical asymptote, so the graph's going to just kind of go along. So why don't you go ahead and plug that in your calculator. And we don't really have any stopping points, so you can try whatever numbers you want. I think I'm just going to do whole numbers. Or I'm going to ask you to do whole numbers. Just set up my chair. Okay. Now, if you don't have a calculator at home that will find the table for you, what are you going to do? Put -3 in here and just see what you get. So this would be 9 plus 1 is 10. 4 divided by 10, 0.4. Should be the same for 3, right? -2 squared is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 4 divided by 5, 0.8. -1 squared is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then, what, 4? So let's graph those points. Here, 3.4, -2.8, -1, 2, 0, 4. Graph does something like this. Whoops. Emily, there's a note sheet. Okay, so let's think about the domain. What's the domain? What's the smallest x value I can use? -infinity, biggest x value? Infinity. What about the range? What's the smallest answer we will get for y? 0, but not inclusive, right? Because we won't ever get 0. What's the highest y value we'll ever get? 4. Inclusive or non? Yeah, because it equals 4. That's good on that one, Emma.